not here to gossip. I'm just here thinking out loud. There's a lot of noise going around breakups, apologies, celebrities putting each other on blast. But what always gets me isn't the drama itself, it's what it reflects back about us. Why do we keep finding ourselves in these same dynamics, whether it's with friends, family, or our relationships? Let me say up front, I'm minding my business. I've just been thinking about how easy it is to overlook the red flags, especially when you're being love bombed, flattered, or fed a story that feels true because it almost is. You ever listen to somebody talk about their ex and something just doesn't sit right? They're sharing this dynamic, emotional story, and you're supposed to see them as the victim, but somewhere in your spirit, you're like, hold on. That sounds like you might have been the problem. A lot of people use vulnerability as performance. They tell in themselves, but they do it in a way that skips over their part. That's not vulnerability. That's manipulation dressed in soft lighting. And it says a lot. And I say that not to judge, because I've done it too. Here's what I've noticed and read about too. When people bash their exes, especially every single one, it's often a deflection. It says, I'm scared to look at what I brought to the table. Sometimes we hide toxic behaviors not to protect our partner, but to protect our image. Someone once told me, you don't keep my business private because you care. You keep it private because you don't want to look bad. And that hit me. Because in my community, and maybe yours too, our partners are seen as a reflection of us. So if they're out there embarrassing themselves, it feels like we're being embarrassed. So what do? We hide it. We pretend it's fine. We pray harder. We stay longer. And in doing that, we stop protecting ourselves. There's a version of me that would have heard someone talking mess about every ex they've ever had and said, oh, poor baby, they just haven't been loved right. Now I pause, because if every story you tell makes you the hero and everyone else the villain, something is missing. And sometimes that missing piece is accountability. So how do we protect our peace without being cynical? Listen for what's not being said. If someone shares a lot about what they went through, but never what they learned, take a beat. Notice when you start ignoring your gut, that little nudge, that's not anxiety, that's awareness. Check your own storytelling. I've caught myself downplaying what I did in a situation, not because I'm a liar, but because I didn't want to see it. And that's the work. Learning to be honest, even if it makes you cringe a little. We're all guilty of overlooking red flags in others and in ourselves. But healing doesn't mean being perfect. It means being willing to notice. So, if you're here for growth, not gossip, I hope you'll stick around. I'm just figuring it out loud, one video at a time. Bye, friend.